Grab
yeah,
the
it's still there.
Make sure you pick that up before you get to the lane. Off he goes, and we'll see, of course, the Wii Ranger in action. As the panel did say, there are definitely ways of, charging in, controlling this Wind Ranger. But other than that, do you sort of see the appeal for Nigma grabbing this up as their last pick this game?
It's just a comfort for them.
Yeah.
It's also the hero that, Spirit Breaker charges you, you use Wind Run, you don't care too much about it unless you're silenced or, let's say, leashed. One issue I have with Nigma's lineup is they don't have that initiator. Like, it's very hard for them to start a team fight. If you're relying on Mag to just go in and land a good RP, it's never a good sign. And we can always see the top lane, Darkseer, no mana whatsoever. Now Immersion will need to pull the creep wave back so they can have some XP. It's very hard to play Darkseer into AM.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. You can see as you said, the AM does get this good start as well. Having that empower down the road, there's going to be a lot of farm for him to pick up across the map. And Na'Vi, their sort of tools to slowing down an AM early on, having these heroes that can get in your face like the Spirit Breaker and the Puck. Is that enough, or as you said, you just still feel that the AM, he's going to...
Against that, you can't really, use. He's been playing mid lane, very versatile, knows what he's doing. His rotations early on point, really up and coming player from the CIS scene.
Yeah, and they're going to have to be on point this game.
And I've been praising Ilias. I think every single time I see Na'Vi playing, he's just playing that Oracle. His positioning was extremely good. He always keeps a healing salve in his inventory just to have the maximum efficiency coming out from that false promise. Well, right now, he's level 2. You don't necessarily need to click on heroes to make me look dumb again. But once he hits level 6, there's going to be a salve.
Yeah, he's doing his best down at the moment. I keep GH sort of away from Crystallize. CS on the bottom of the moment. Crystallize CS still mind control, having the slightly better time here on the early levels. Crystallize just struggling that bit more when the meta's down, but he's going to be back up again in 25, so he should have a few more waves. He's going to be able to easily secure top lane. Miracle and Pasha trading away. RMN with that Voodoo Restoration, able to make sure that the trades always work in favor of Nigma, ensuring that Miracle can continue to just burn all their mana without the threat of losing his life, and can continue to just have that pretty free time on this top lane as the anti-mage.
It's just a free AM game. On top of that, you have Mag in your team,
yeah.
Even more cleave, more farming potential coming out from this AM. They will need to keep killing him, with the Puck rotation. Puck, one of the best heroes against AM because of the leash mechanic. Mid lane so far pretty even, I would say. 18-3 against 15-2. Couple of creeps left more for V to actually play against. Bounties, runes spawning in 30 seconds. I want to see who's going to make a rotation. Both of these heroes relying on bottle being refilled. RMN, I like what he's doing. Just having clarity running, healing up AM.
Yeah, he's making this lane a real dream for Miracle up top. Bottom lane, things continue to be a little tougher for Crystallize on the other half of the map. So able to get that, using this meta again to just try to secure the waves, but still GH hovering around, throwing in the occasional Fire Spirit. Crystallize he's sitting pretty low, so just have to be careful down here. Mind Control also very low on the HP and the mana. But has got that level 2 Shockwave, also a Mango to pop, and Crystallize realizes that it's having to sit right back as a Shockwave, and a bit of a connection from GH may just bring him down, as here we have with the dive, the Skewer as well. Crystallize left vulnerable as Nigma just dive in under the tower and take his life.
Use this information. Both supports from Na'Vi try to go secure their rune for their Puck and started to play aggressively on a Terrorblade.
We'll see top lane trying to go for Pasha. Maybe being able to find it there, Nigma. A kill on the top lane as well. Bottom lane, GH did end up going down. Ilias was able to find the final nuke to take him out. Still already, it's just the fact that, you know, seeing in the first 5 minutes, all 3 of Nigma's cores off to a solid start right now. And one in particular, Miracle anti-base.
TP!
Oh, did he just TP back down there? He did, dude. He's stuck in for 55 seconds, right?
I'm having flashbacks. Just leave him here.
Just leave him.
Leave him. Let's go.
Just leave him. Oh, they're going to leave him. Oh, that's 45 seconds he's got to sit up here. Oh, that.
No.
Oh, no, I mean, that was a mercy kill. I think you leave him there, dude. He would have been there for 45 seconds.
We've seen that
just leave
already.
him.
In one of the games where TB was just stuck and they decided to actually, I believe it was Terrorblade as well. So,
I mean, I'm sure I guess we just really wanted the kill. I mean, a kill's a kill. And I think there's probably a bit nobody wants to win a game like that, right? With the carry being stuck on a cliff. You want to win honorably. You know what? Winning against someone whilst they're stuck on a cliff, there's no honoring.
But they can ruin his game. Like, they could literally just ruin his game. Plant an observer board there and don't let him get out. Like, just stand there for 50 minutes.
As I said, I think that's just Nigma being merciful. I mean, they knew he TP back to lane. They knew he had no TP available for 45. And unless it means, I mean, there's no hero Na'Vi that would have been able to get him down.
But look at it. He's back at the lane right now. So he spent a lot of time to Miracle. In trouble.
Yeah, nearly going down there. Does get the blink off in time. But yeah, I mean, it's just the difference between the game that Miracle's having in comparison to Crystallized Terrorblade. It's not even close. It's such a difference already in the CS. That's a huge worry for this Terrorblade.
Oh man, Crystallize.
He needs help. He needs it now. Elias will be there in time to offer it up. They've just got to somehow find Crystallize.
I think you just bail.
You would just go jungle?
Yeah, you can't lane anymore. Especially if someone tries to make a rotation. Full HP, 2 raid bands, you're ready to go. Just hit the jungle creeps right now.
I mean, even there, he's hovering around the area just to sort of bully Crystallize even more.
Maybe not those jungle creeps, so, you know, get closer to tier 3 towers.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. A lot rides on Crystallize finding the farmers, this TB in this game. I mean, the more that his game suffers, the more pressure on Young G to just make these incredible moves and be able to somehow shut down the anti-mage. Mid lane. G might be caught by the shackle, so we'll be able to get out. But yeah, he's got to pull out some big plays this game, Young G.
And when you have your TB living lane this early, you also don't have a good hero that can just soak up the experience there.
Like,
so
yeah,
who goes free down? Lane.
Yeah.
Like, if you've had a hero like a Venomancer who can defend the tower, Wyvern who just is very hard to kill, but he can get the XP, now I don't think they're getting much out of the map.
Top lane, as Weeha is able to pick up the Invis rune. It will get purged off him straight away. He's able to turn with the shackle onto the 2 of them. They're still trying to nuke Weeha down with the Purifying Flames, but it isn't enough, and now Nigma comes in with the back. Miracle blinking straight over towards the Oracle, pushing Ilias back. He's got that Mana Void ready to go, and now secure it. Takes out the kill.
Another
Merchant going for the TP out. It's back up, so the TP comes to an end. We are able to put it to a stop. Power shot finishes the life of Immersion as Nigma find 2 more kills, and at the same time start to put some serious pressure onto this tier 1 tower mid, just 8 minutes in.
It's not just the mid tower, bottom tower. You have Mag who's putting the pressures, skipping the creep wave with the Empower, clearing it. It's gonna be
2 towers pre 9 minutes.
This is a disaster for Na'Vi. They also don't have a lineup that, you know, just can easily make a comeback, considering that your Terrorblade is just gonna farm the jungle, so you will need to be playing 4 versus 5.
Yeah, the only one, as you can see, with comparable farm right now is Young G. And it's just a question of how much he can really do as the puck against a lineup that's already 3k ahead of them. And Nigma's lineup, of course, having that anti-mage, it's always the dream when you've got this AM lineup and already this early on you're coming out so far ahead.
So this is 3k difference where it's coming from. 2 plus 3k equals 5. That's just straight up math.
Yeah. We are. They will get him. He's trying to make his way down towards that bottom lane, but Na'Vi are all over there in the jungle. That's a bit of a bold move there from Weeha, as he sort of stepped through the jungle, no vision as well, on his way to make it down there, but I'm sure he will be doing that again anytime soon. Na'Vi, they've got to just continuously look for those sort of opportunities. Look for Nigma stepping out alone. try and find space for Crystallize to catch up. As he's still got a fair bit catching up to do. And you know, when the Battle Fury is complete on Miracle, the difference between the two of them is just going to grow at an increased pace, and pace that, you know, Na'Vi with the Terror Blade, ideally you're using that method to take early objectives. When you're this far behind this early on, that's going to be very hard to do.
He just needs to continue farming jungle, send one illusion. They planted Observer and the Sentry in this jungle just to be sure that they have no vision there. Nigma, they just spoke. They're protecting the anti-mage. They feel like, you know, they know it's their winning condition. They just want to protect him, but right now he's not making any kind of aggressive plays. Puck just got a Blink Dagger, so this is their go time. One of the reasons why he did not want to get, you know, Boots of Travel, no shenanigans, straight into Blink Dagger. He gets on top of those two heroes, Windranger and AM.
Let's see what sort of catch they can find. I mean, Nigma are here in their triangle. Young G.
Still no Blink delivered.
Right, hasn't quite made it yet. So, they'll walk of them, but they won't actually be able to make a jump onto any of them. Now the Blink's out, but
Smoke's
sort of,
out.
Yeah, I was going to say, a bit of an awkward situation, really. The smoke's coming to an end.
And AM, he understands. Look at Miracle.
He's off.
He's gone. And wow, it's been a while since I saw this. It was pretty common back in the day. You know,
how back in the day are we talking?
3 years ago.
Okay.
Where you go just either Vanguard or Vlad's on your AM when you had Mag in the team, so you don't necessarily need to get Battle Fury straight away.
Right, top lane, mind control. Just laying down the RP, sees an opportunity onto Immersion. Gets him back in the reach of We Are. Na'Vi trying to put some pressure onto this tier 1, but now with a man down, they're going to have to be a little cautious unless Young G can find a jump. Coming across, eyes onto RMN, but RMN's up to the high ground, and Na'Vi aren't going to want to push
visibility
any further. So then with this build on the anti-mage, where you get the Vlad, and then the rest of your builds sort of standard business, the man to the basher, this opening that you change it because you have that reliance on the empower mechanic, not needing the battle.
He just Mantis, like getting rid of the silence, getting rid of reflection, which is pretty your mana. They actually have TV and Darkshire, so in the mid-late game fight, it's gonna be a lot of AM illusions. He needs to have something to take care of himself. Does not get his mana burned.
Yeah, being able to skip the Battle Fury when you have the Magnus on your team does mean that all these other items are just going to come in so much quicker. And still 3k lead for Nigma. Na'Vi still trying to look to play aggressive here. Charging onto GH. Underneath the tower though, RMM by his side. Any other backup coming in it is. TPs are coming over. Na'Vi's got to get out. Immersion go for the TP away. It's not going to make it. We are able to come in time with the shackle. And Na'Vi just really struggling to make any sort of moves there. That one incredibly forced going in past the tier 1 tower. It's very unlikely to work out, and it doesn't.
Even though it's still, you know, Mag position 3, which means that he's not going to be farming that much for himself instead of just empowering his... Like, it's still very hard for him to just be on top of AM constantly and give him empower, because, you know, he's just blinking away, the farm. Can we click on AM, please? I just want to see if he wants to go back to Battle Fury or not. Yeah, it's just a Manta style when you go for this kind of build. Just wanted to be sure, you know.
Yeah, and this Manta timing is going to cause serious issues for Na'Vi. As you said already, a lot of their counters relying on getting that AM core and the illusions, and the lockdown already rather lacking. So it's not going to get any easier. I mean, Young G, as we saw in the lane, he had a pretty solid time in the 1v1, but it's just with the way that the side lanes have gone, it's very hard for him to make moves at this puck, despite the decent amount of farm that he has got. And where does he actually go? What can he actually do?
They have this Arcane Rune on puck, so try to make use of that. It's probably the best rune you can get to puck, especially early on, where you just want to use your spells multiple times. And smoke on smoke action, that's also blink on mag, that Team Na'Vi is not aware about.
Let's see what they can get. I mean, yeah, Nigma hovering around the Roche pit area. Na'Vi able to take out the tier 1 with the meta. Or just have a poke at it. Fortification comes out. In fact, okay, Nigma, they're heading straight towards them. Maybe see if they can push back Na'Vi.
He's out of mana. He has 100 mana.
And Miracle's going to burn what he had left there as well. So Crystallize entirely out at this point. Charge over on towards Miracle on the back line. The super cover comes out. And the RP from Micro comes in. He got the 3 of them. He got them in. The mana void's out. The supernova stun as well. I mean, they've got to get out of it. Crystallize is going to be left behind. He's going to die. And I mean, it is early, Lacoste, but this game is... It's looking very hard for Na'Vi. Like, well, what can they do? They try and come towards mid, but it's not working this game.
I'm not sure what that was. I mean, your third blade was pushing with 100 mana, which means that he's not going to get his ulti off. You're playing into AX, who's going to burn even more of your mana, and that blink reveal just completely destroyed them.
Mind control just making it look easy there. Coming in, getting the 3 of them.
Also, RMN got the full duration Witch Doctor ulti in that fight, because if Puck just jumps on someone and, of course, Spirit Breaker wants to kill a bigger target, they have nothing to stop that Death Ward.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I've seen the games, Owen, where Witch Doctor just completely takes over from position 5 if you don't have enough tools to actually deal with him.
No, it's absolutely a strong hero. Just the damage that he can do just on his own. They can outdo many cores, even in its early stages with the ult alone.
DB, he decides to go for movement speed talent. You're playing into Wind Ranger. I mean, she's gonna buy MKB as the first item, but you're also playing into DB. I think that's just a wrong choice here. 16%, that's quite a lot.
Such a good talent, 16%.
Look at the numbers. 16 is more than 50.
Again, easy maths. I guess Na'Vi skipped their lessons. But yeah, but interesting. Crystallize opt-in for that. We'll see a 7k lead. Na'Vi, they were able to take away the mid tower. And GH, he's going to start getting his farm along very nicely with the Meteor Hammer done.
It's such a great item on Phoenix, giving you the stats, the region, everything you need, and you can easily use it with the dive or a Sunray. And they have pretty good setup for multi-hero.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they can tell the spell. Miracle, he's in.
He just jumps into the 5 of them. Is he going to be all right? He's going to get taken to the side. Mind control RPs the TB to stop the damage coming out onto Miracle. The shackles out onto Immersion. Saved by the false promise, charging in onto the Magnus. Nigma now starting to run over. Focus fire onto Young-G. Young-G looking to jump out with the... Gets himself out in time. Weehaw finishes him off though with the help of Miracle. He jumps in with the Mana Void. Crystallize, he's trying to turn a Weehaw with the shackle. The Meteor Hammer combo. Crystallize is just locked down. The Terrible is dead. The last 3 of Na'Vi left to just try and run their way out of here. Mind control's chasing. Immersion will go straight for the TP out. Makes it away, so the other 3 will escape. But again, it's just another very rough attempt here from Na'Vi to try and get a fight going, and a fight where it started with Miracle just blindly jumping into the middle of the whole team of Na'Vi. It didn't matter. Nigma are still coming out on top, and Miracle surviving.
They should be able to punish that, even though, like, oh my god, look at the farm on Miracle. He has almost 12k net worth at the moment, while any hero has like 6.5. This is just insane. And with the Vlads, like, he can go in and out of the fights. He goes in, all right, hype it up.
I mean, he's trying to get in for something. I don't know what it is going to be though, because this is another fight. The Miracle, he's not afraid to take it. He's just up to the high ground. He's ready to go for these fights anytime Na'Vi even think about bringing it to Nigma. Miracle is always ready to go now with the farm that he has. Straight back into the pit. Na'Vi, they're going to try and push him out again. In with the charge. Immersion comes straight in. Out he goes. There's the coil for Young-G. Catches the 2 of them. Miracle is locked down for now. The root puller coming in as well. Pasha trying to step in. He's got the back of the wall down onto the 2 of them. RMN is dying to the illusion of Miracle. Immersion with the eye. They've been able to kill off the anti-mage. Na'Vi, can they get more out of this? They turn over towards Mind Control. The wall illusion illusions, destroying them there. They use the power of Miracle against Nigma.
Oh, big meteor hammer
comes into play. The hammer catches the two of them in the pit. There's going to be a buyback from Mind Control. The Supernova out as well. Na'Vi, they'll lose immersion. They're having to back away from the pit here. Roshan's so low. We are look towards by Young G. He's up to the high ground. Can Na'Vi finish this off? They're trying their best.
Oh, GH, you god.
The power shot. The Slump Ray as well. He's gone. The shackle shot locks down Young G. Jumps in. They do get the kill on Roche Na'Vi, but the Agent goes into the hands of Mind Control. So Na'Vi, now they've got to run. Ilya slowed down by the shockwave. Mind Control staying upon him. The power shot comes out. One more. It'll do it. No, he's got the wand. But Mind Control, he's diving in. The shackle holds him back. That one step not good. Does get the false promise off. And with that, Ilias will be able to survive this.
Yeah, I'm doing the math right now. He's going to full HP, and there it goes. Man, GH, he got like 4 or 5 meteor hammers in that fight. They've been overextended a bit. AM against the Darkseer illusions, against the reflection. If he uses Manta Style and they use it after, like his mana is gonna get burned. But GH with the Sun Rays, keeping them healthy. There's actually a ton of sustain. They can reset the fight with the Sun Ray, with the Voodoo Restoration. I mean, AM is so killable.
Yeah, it was still, you know, not an amazing fight for Na'Vi, but definitely the best one they've had so far. They still lose the fight, lose the Aegis, but yeah, we see the potential for sure. With the wall down, the reflection, they can kill this anti-mage and the other members of Nigma by using that incredibly strong illusion of the AM against them. Mind Control, what's he doing over here?
Good question. There goes his life.
And he needs help. Help is on its way. Is it going to be there soon enough, though? It isn't. Mind Control's dead. The wall's down. Miracle jumped in on this one, so he's got to start backing away. He's got to respect that illusion. There's Immersion charging in. We are actually just going to focus straight back onto Immersion. I can't get anything out of this, so that's the Aegis on, and Mind Control quick to die a second time after it.
Well, I'm no expert, Owen, but I don't think this was needed. You know, everyone is just completely separated. I guess he thought he was fine having that Aegis. Team can easily connect to him, but they were far away. Now AM level 17 has that Basher working towards full Abyssal Blade. We talked about, and the panel talked about, how they lack initiation. Could be the reason why Miracle is blinking offensively on them. You know, just try stuff happen. He uses the counter spell, cannot get charged, and then they see where Na'Vi members are standing. All these shackles.
Yeah, quick reactions here, but Russian still able to get away. Enough save here with Ilias by his side. So Nigma not able to get a catch on Na'Vi that time, as Na'Vi take another poke around the tier 1. How's the build on Crystallize after D-Lance and the Ash trying to get his butterfly online?
I'm kind of disappointed every single time I see Crystallize not buying Crystallis. I don't know how you feel about it.
I mean, it's the lore just isn't there. You know, when you put a name like that, it's false advertising. There's Immersion.
I mean, if there's a guy that named himself Hand of Midas, I'm pretty sure he's just buying Midas in a single game.
Under Immersion, Nigma will take the kill here. They don't have the creep waves on their side though. Both of them being pushed out here by Na'Vi. Crystalite will do his best with the illusion. Miracle. So after just going straight for that Abyss one, soon to hit level 18. So Na'Vi are going to have to be careful of these big mana voids and 3 high mana targets that will certainly pop if Miracle gets his hands on them.
Yeah, Darkseer, like, AM is a counter in the laning stage at every single stage of the game after that. But, you know, look at his mana pool. It's 1,000 mana. That's why Darkseer is going for Latent Sphere.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's the counter. Straight up. And you can see from Nigma's heroes, I mean, they've got a few things to try and plot around it, but it's definitely going to stop Miracle from being able to just jump in, commit, and pop him. And as we've seen, Miracle, as you say, he has been the one that's just jumping straight in. He's the one starting the fights.
Everyone on Navi should just chip in, give some gold to the Darkseer, because, you know, he's going to kill his team if he gets a good mana void on the Darkseer and everyone is around him. Yeah, just give a few hundred at Link Sphere. That'd be okay.
You can start sharing your worth.
I mean, it was a thing back in the day. Yeah.
Back in the day, where you could buy central wards on or something and give it to your carry, and then carry sells them.
I think you could also pull the items, like just straight up buy items and give them.
Well, that must have been a long time.
Yeah, it was. It was back in those one day. I mean, you're not playing but for other people to have fun. You're playing for yourself to have fun. If people are doing that to you, buying you items, you're like, fine. But if you need to buy item for someone else, then you're like, man, this game sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be the logic with a lot of sports in pubs, you know. Buying wards for the team, that sucks. It's not for me. Honestly, if wards only gave vision to yourself and to your team, more people would probably buy them.
Sure.
Here we go, bottom. Pop the egg here. Nothing.
Oh man, Nigma is losing the vision game. Only 3 wards devorded, while Navi killed like 8 to 10. I was not really quick doing this math. Yeah, 5-1, exactly 10. Jesus, I'm good.
Hang on. We are. Coming on in. He's getting dragged back by the vacuum. The cast bounce is doing a lot. His immersion will get incredibly low here, trying to run away. Got saved by the heels of RMN, or is he? Oh, wow.
That run.
Able to just break his way away from Crystallize in time. But this lead that Nigma has, you know, it's starting to stagnate. It's sticking around this 5K. RVR holding, Crystallize is climbing back up, shot nowhere near Farm and Miracle, but he is at least in that second spot. He's getting hands on the T-beam. As we've seen, it's still a little risky for Nigma when they do try and fight into the wall and the reflection.
It's just such a big difference in these two carries. 5K, that's a full item and a big, expensive, fat item.
Yeah. Oh, there we have it. Abyssal complete on Miracle. So now having that opportunity to just jump straight in and eliminate pretty much whoever he fancies on Navi's side. That's a big talent though for the Darks here. Now got the extra plus 25% damage coming out from the world replica illusion. So
usually you see a different one, but when you're playing against the AN, you take that talent.
For sure. You can see the reflection, it's annoying. It's incredibly annoying. A lot of mana gone. So Miracle, of course, will make sure that he's always prepared in the fights with one charge he's taking up.
I believe they have 2 mana boots on Nigma, so that's one way to counter it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Plus full Agams. I love what he's doing in this game. As a Ranger, item-wise, straight into MKB, nothing special, but he had EMS queued up, so he can just snap the coil, have the status resistance, so it's not going to last that long, and he knows that the BKB is not going to help him in that situation.
Well, let's see what we have. Because what is the counterplay from Nigma if their anti-mage Miracle gets caught in the Ag Stream coil and they drop the wall and reflection and he has 2 illusions being away? That's still a pretty potent combo, right?
It really is, but if Nigma keeps getting the first jump, like they're just in control of this game.
Yeah, anytime they get a kill like this, they're going to be able to step it up and push onto towers. 5v4 now.
Extra is actually up. Pretty fast respawn. Not sure if Nigma knows about it.
That should be a pretty free one for them. We saw last time though Na'Vi did come over and give them a bit of a fight around it. And again, this sort of combo that we're talking about does work very effectively around the pit. And we'll rely on Na'Vi getting over here pretty quickly though. As the damage from Nigma is very high. They're going to take this roast down very fast. And Na'Vi are moving over. Can they quite make it here in time?
Breaker does not have vision. He cannot charge it. Oh, GH just things out. Drop fair low. Yeah, just double. And Na'Vi can't get enough.
So they may get themselves a free rush for themselves. Aegis and Cheese will be theirs. Emerge, he's still going in. All right, just a bit of a poke onto RMN on the way out. They won't try and turn over. They'll let him step back. But now Na'Vi having to be extra careful. Miracle, how just would struggle him wants to do it twice in the middle of the fight. It's going to be incredibly hard.
Runes in seconds. Nigma wants to take this fight, even though they don't have the egg.
The IP from Mark Control ready to go. Immersion, that to pick it up. Just from Mark Control, won't catch anyone. Immersion tries to go with the ult, but straight away Weeha comes in with a shackle shot. Immersion will play with his life. Crystallize. Gonna put the meta for the Miracle. He's on the side. He's on top of Youngji. Youngji will be able to get the phase shift off in time. The illusions are out. Has burned Miracle's mana. Miracle cannot continue to chase for now. False promise coming out onto Crystallize.
That's a big shot.
A lot of damage coming out onto him. The Dream Coil is managed to catch the two of them. In comes Crystallize with the damage with his meta. It's Brink Weeha low. Cheese comes out, but Weeha, he's back to the reading. Crystallize turns over towards Iron Man. Takes out the wish of Mind Control. He's in with a 3-man RP. The hammer comes down. 3-man hammer. They've taken out the Darkseer Miracle, getting charged across. Crystallize still out to play with the meta. He's taken the Aegis out. Crystallize is still alive. He's got a Sunder. He'll take the life. Phileas get himself back up into fighting position. Miracle goes for short jump. Mind Control tries to skewer him, but he skewers him to his death. Mind Control is gone. Silence onto Miracle. Have they got any further control on?
That's the long ass silence.
Got the root, but he's going to be out of blink. So he goes
back.
back in, straight back in onto Young G. Now he'll retreat and get his way out of the Nigma. Still coming out on top of the fight, but we're seeing Na'Vi fight back with some good power. Crystallize does survive. Like there's definitely still some potential here from Na'Vi.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you have TB into AM.
Yeah.
He's using his Manta style. You know that the mana is gonna get burned eventually. Dutcher also got the wall on top of him with the level 15 talent, so he needs to be very careful about that. You know, a BKB should be the option for AM. Like, he has enough. Also, he's building Scotty from what I saw, so that's gonna be some extra mana for him. And yeah, full Scotty.
Okay.
Couple of mangoes, RMN, what a bro. Is that a mango tree in their base? I believe it is,
yes,
by looking at the minimap. So yeah, that's a high value that you actually get from him. And they gave him a bottle, he has a haste. There's a huge difference in terms of levels. Anti-Mage is level 23, while Terrorblade is only level 16.
If they do kill him though, they're gonna get some juicy XP from him, that's for sure. So, still having to be careful. I was just saying, Nigma very much having the lead. Nowhere near over this game as Na'Vi, especially when it comes to high ground defense. That's going to be where the real test is here for Nigma, as Crystallize is going to be able to position himself quite safely on the high ground.
The tower is under attack.
And punch into them, trying to get this Satanic after the butterfly. We'll see how hard Nigma want to push in on top.
Radiant's top tower has
I would also like to see a Lotus Orb on any of the Nigma members. I saw GH going for Shivas, at least that's what he had queued up. Mag could be the one just getting it, you know, buff up your AM.
Yeah.
Full Shivas actually done on Phoenix, level 18.
A Miracle is going to go in. Save will be
coil.
there.
This is the time.
Ooh,
Nigma needs to go in. They should be able to finish this.
This is a decent window now. The coil being the big mechanic that has threatened Miracle sometimes, holding him in position. That's without that. Very little now that Miracle needs to be scared of. So here we go, into the base, Nigma. Onto the tier 3s. With no coil, what sort of deterrent do Na'Vi have to push Nigma back? You can see very scared about stepping forward. They know the Miracle quite happily jump in with the Abyssal. This tower slowly falling. Tier 3 gone, onto the Rex. Na'Vi, what are they gonna do?
Some extra damage. I think they're fine with it. Just go in, get the Rex.
Oh, my control. He's in, he's got the skill to the tournament. He doesn't even need the RP. Immersion goes down, jump over the Abyssal onto Young G. Young G, can he live it? Still gets the chance to phase shift the Supernova out in the center of the fight. Miracle turns over towards Crystalline. Surge there, but he's jewels up still. Can he get away? No, the Supernova stone catches him. They pull him back. Mind Control gets in with a 2-man RP under
this
the
is it.
fours. As they slam them down hard here, Nigma. Take that top Rex. Move straight over towards mid. The buybacks are coming out from Na'Vi.
TB has no meta.
And still 20 seconds. No immersion, 40 seconds. No Darkseer, and that's That's been the important component if they want to have a chance of killing this anti-mages. Nigma, they know with these two heroes dead, they're no threat. A second set of racks will slowly fall in. As Nigma now 16k up and in an incredibly strong position. Na'Vi just losing each and every chance that they're having here to maybe turn it. It's just only going to get more and more impossible now.
Problem with the Navi's lineup is they don't have egg hitters. Like, none of these heroes want to hit the egg. TB is fine, but do you want your TB to hit the egg
he's
instead of
gotta
hitting
hit
the hero?
everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much on his shoulders to do, and it's way too much.
Yeah, a lot of work for Crystallize this game. He's the big damage dealer, other than those illusions. It's him and the illusions.
Still very under level. Level 17, 35 minutes in. While AM, I believe he just hit level 25.
Yeah, hitting that next level of the talent. Opting for the cooldown as well. I mean, as we talked about, 3 very nice heroes to pop that ult on. You're going to get a couple of chances in these fights to just kill hero after hero with the Mana Void. As mid and bottom coming in against Na'Vi. And we have it full butterfly for Miracle. This anti-mage just continue to get bigger and bigger. This Magnus AM combo has just been played perfectly by Nigma. Farm has been in pretty impressive here on Miracle's AM.
Slow siege by Meteor Hammer, some illusions coming out from AM, scouting things out. He's baiting, like he wants to bait the coil with the AM.
I think full for those. Seems unlikely. They're trying to make it look a little more believable with the Sunray, but they should.
You need to give him empower. That's how.
Yeah, that's how you catch him. Still smoking something Na'Vi. They're waiting for a chance. Nick's not really giving them any chances though. Nobody in position to be caught out by Na'Vi. Miracle will just head over this middle wave in as well, so that Na'Vi will be split between the two. And in fact, he's going to go all the way back and take towards the top. Roshan is potentially going to be up in a minute. We'll see how quick it is. Just getting these neutral items here. The 37-minute kicks in. That's some nice ones.
That's the best item you could get. Minotaur Horn, even though it doesn't last long, but it's a dispel, so getting rid of the mana burn coming out from Reflection is insanely good. Roche is going to respawn in 20 seconds. They don't have to rush anything. They can just, you know, take the fight inside the Roche pit. Problem is Miracle just blocked everything, so he does not have a buyback in case something goes wrong.
I mean, GH started this with a bit of a bait.
Fail! Can't hit the end.
Control, he's done it again. He catches the 3 of them. The ult comes out, save Crystallize, but that is a dead Pasha.
Oh, he's no Great Thunder.
Oh, all right. Can they get more of this? Lose immersion, but hey, you just killed the anti-mage. If you can make sure that you don't lose anything more here on Na'Vi, you're very happy with this one. Young G jumps out to the side. He's gonna live. Can Na'Vi calm this fight down a bit more? It's looking like they can. They got the anti-mage kill.
I think Nigma just falls back here. You don't have to rush anything.
Your AM.
That's what I just said. He bought it out, does not have a buyback. If things go wrong, but I don't think Na'Vi has enough to actually, you know, just go and take the Roche. It's a 3rd Roche, so she's Aegis +1. But Great Thunder.
Yeah.
They managed to kill him, and this is going to be first Linked puck, so no Abyssal Blade coming up straight away. No Shack.
Damn. Look at that. Well, this is Inks. It's in the 1% territory for Na'Vi right now.
I can actually hit the 100.
It looked like it flatlined on 100.
Yeah.
But Na'Vi holding on there, getting the 1 big kill. That anti-mage Miracle out of the game for a little bit. A little bit of breathing room for Na'Vi. Just a little. Still, of course, 19k down. But the game goes on.
25 seconds without AM. Like, Na'Vi cannot fast enough. AM's going to respawn.
They're actually getting out there and looking for kills. Zara, man, is going to be able to protect himself now. The Ghost Scepter, but Young G body blocks immersion, finishes him off with the ult.
No buyback on him.
Okay, 70 seconds. The Witch Doctor Without the meta, though, it's, I should say, very hard for Na'Vi to take this Roche down at any sort of speed. They've got the charge coming in on mid. GH, oh, Dream Coil off the mark there from Young G. That means GH is going to be more than fine. GH also picking up a complete refresher orb.
No buyback. Like, Nigma is just going all in. Full refresher on GH. So double Meteor Hammer, double ult, plus a Sunray. Also Sunray coming out from the egg with the level 20 talent. Illusion Escape on AM. Like, he's getting some really sick items at the moment. Like, if you need something for Siege, oh, here's the Leveler. If you want to bait with the Illusion, here's Illusion Escape.
And they should have this Roche for themselves as well. As Na'Vi, do they want to step out for this? The whole war, Nigma will give them the info.
What am I seeing here? We with the Deso.
He's got the he wants to end the game. I mean, that's the end of the game, I am. Nigma, they've got the Aegis. Jeez. Na'Vi are waiting in a position there underneath the ward. Can they really get any sort of catch onto Nigma? Miracle blinking in, but Na'Vi...
They already hit the vision from
Emergent. He's flipped himself. He's able to jump down. No, he's not. Mind Control's up in the yawls. Emergent still stuck up here. Blip to the side. Miracle. He's got in for the wall stack. Can they take him down the walls? The Illusion's punching back on a Miracle. Ilias keeping himself hidden with the Invis. Miracle turns over towards Emergent. Crystalline pop the ult. The super numbers out. Mind Control comes across. He's short up into the egg. Doesn't matter. They cannot kill the egg. The egg successful from GH. Crystallized instantly popped as the false promise comes to a finish. No buyback on him. Ilias will fall as well as We Are takes him out. Miracle goes over towards Immersion and GG is called. Nick will take this game one.
It's just a pleasure watching Miracle play Anti-Mage, and we'll need the, just the Battle Fury, allow them to keep the pressure, getting Vlad, which also gives you mana regen. Same goes for Battle Fury, you have Empower coming out from Mag, and then this allows you to get the Dispel on that Reflection, Dispel on any kind of silence they throw at you. It's been